Hello students, just here walking with Bella. I wanted to talk to you about family, team sports, identity politics, and that kind of thing. And Bella just threw herself down here, she's rubbing herself. She just saw a groundhog, a big groundhog came out, like just walking, like dum-de-dum, just minding its own business, and suddenly Bella saw him or her, and they sort of stared at each other for a sec, and then the groundhog ran away, and that's when Bella reacted like, oh my god, I want to see what that was. She's never actually come face to face with one before. So I'm not sure if she's trying to rub her scent here where the groundhog was, or she's trying to pick up the groundhog scent. I'm not really sure what happens when dogs do that. You've seen them do that. Sometimes they do that when they find a dead animal or just, I don't know, a certain plant. I don't know. Anyway, so I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about identity politics and team sports and that kind of thing. So here's the thing. Let's say you're living somewhere and you really feel super proud that you are cheering on a certain team, like a sports team or whatever. Okay, you're like, oh yeah, my sports team won. But why would you be proud that your sports team won if you're not even on that team and you're just in the stands watching them? Like, I'll give you an example. Here in Montreal, there's a hockey team called the Montreal Canadians, and there's also one in Toronto a few hundred kilometers away called the Maple Leafs. So people cheer on the Montreal Canadiens if they live here, and the arch rival is the Toronto Maple Leafs. So why is that exactly? Does that make any sense? I mean, why do we care? It's just a sports team. It has nothing to do with us. Like whether those grown men who are just hitting a stick onto a little black puck get it in the net or not has no relevance to life whatsoever. We did nothing to make it happen. Why would we jump up and down when they score? Why would we, have a huge party in the street if our team won the Stanley Cup? It just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, what would happen if everybody, let's say here's the thing, let's say you're in the audience, right, watching this, you're in the stands, you're way up high, you can't see their faces, and you can't even see what's written on their shirts. And both teams swapped outfits. So you'd have the Montreal Canadiens wearing the Maple Leafs shirts and the Maple Leafs players wearing the Montreal Canadiens shirts. Would you then still cheer on the color red, the Montreal Canadiens, or would you just start still cheering on the other shirt? Like, in other words, it's so irrelevant. These people aren't even necessarily born in these places. You didn't know them. It's not like it's your kid and you've been, your whole life driving them to practice and encouraging them and all this stuff. It's like, why do grown men watch sports and care, or even women for that matter? It's so ridiculous. It just makes no sense to me. So I wanted to talk about that, and I also wanted to talk a little bit about when you feel like you're part of a community and let's say you identify, you say, like I hear this all the time, like, as a member of the LGBTQ community, I wish to say blah blah blah. Well, just because you're a member of the LGBTQ community doesn't mean you have a badge in which to speak on behalf of everyone. I mean, there are members of the LGBTQ community of all different races, all different sizes, all different genders, all different political beliefs. They're not all the same. You don't get to speak as a member of that community. You get to speak as yourself. When you're born in a certain country, say you're born in Canada, you don't get to say like, oh, I'm so proud to be Canadian. Like, why? Why would I be proud to be Canadian? I was just born here. I just fell out of my mother's vagina in this country. If I'd been born a few miles away, I would have fallen out of my mother's vagina in another country. Like, what difference does it make? Why should I be proud to be Canadian or proud to be American or proud to be whatever? You've done nothing to deserve it. My point is this: be proud of things that you have actually done yourself. Speak about yourself, your own accomplishments. If you happen to be a member of the LGBTQ community, talk about what you personally did to help further the rights of those who are oppressed. Understand? Yeah. So, what else did I want to say? Well, I think that's about it. That was my main rant for the day. Is just, oh no, it was the thing about the autographs. So somebody came up to me the other day and wanted to take a selfie with me and to have their autograph taken with me. And I basically gave this person shit. And then a bunch of you guys gave me shit. You said, what are you doing being mean to somebody? They just want your autograph. They just want a selfie with you. And I said, well, think about it this way. Why would anyone want a selfie with me? What's it gonna do? Prove that they know a famous person? Who gives a shit? Look at me, just a person. I have gray hair, I have a dog like a million other people around the world. You know, I'm wearing a hat. People wear hats, I wear a scarf. I speak on behalf of those who are oppressed, the innocent animals and humans. But so what if you met me in real life? Big deal. You know what you can do? You come up and say hi and tell me how you are vegan and what good things you have done to help save animals. But don't come and ask me for my autograph or ask me to have a selfie with me. What the fuck is that gonna do? How does that help the world? What are you gonna do? Run and show people this picture that you took of yourself with me to say what? Oh, I met that vegan teacher, yay me. What, they're not gonna believe you if you don't have a picture? And who cares if you met me? What's important is what you stand for. Never ask somebody for their autograph. Nobody's better than you. The fact that they wrote on a piece of paper is gonna mean what? Zero, nothing. Okay, rant over. Thanks for watching. By the way, if your dog's not vegan yet, here's the vegan dog. Buy vegan dog food for your dog. Stop paying for the rape, torture, murder, exploitation of innocent animals who never did a single thing wrong. Don't pay for a whole bunch of other animals to die just for your one dog, just because you happen to live with that dog. Your dog is not more important than the neighbor's dog or the neighbor's pig or somebody else's cow who lives 1,000 miles away. All animals have a right to be here. Protect everyone. Try to work for a world where you have the least suffering overall, globally. Don't just care about the person or whatever animal is just beside you right now. If I see a rabbit here, this is what happens all the time. In this little area, there's often little rabbits. People are like, oh my God, look at the cute little rabbit. Let's protect the rabbit. Oh, look, that bad kid is trying to hurt the rabbit. Meanwhile, they go home and they eat a rabbit. How messed up is that? Why is the rabbit that came from the store that someone else murdered any less important than the one that's right beside you on the grass? See, our world is so fucked up. So we need to teach critical thinking. We need to teach people how to give a shit beyond themselves, to care about others, to help the world globally and end suffering. There's so much suffering in this world. Thanks for watching. Don't be vegan phobic. That means being cruel to vegan animal rights activists. Be kind to vegan animal rights activists. Don't be cruel to them, just like you wouldn't be cruel to somebody who has dark skin. You wouldn't be cruel to somebody who is a member of the LGBTQ community. So don't be cruel to animal rights activists. Animal rights activists are born as they are, just the same as other groups are. We are born as people who never wanted to hurt animals. It never occurred to us to take a gun or a knife or put any animals into gas chambers. Look at her. Why would I want to hurt my dog or anybody else or any other pigs? We still put pigs in gas chambers, you know. It's horrific. So don't be vegan phobic, be vegan fantastic, which means that you are a supporter, an ally, which means that you help us, you share these kinds of videos and you talk about these kind of things and you say, you know what, that's true. I shouldn't be just, you know, saving this little, whatever it is, groundhog, dog, a rabbit, any animal that's close to me. I should care about all of them. I shouldn't just be cheering on this one football team or soccer team or hockey team just because they happen to live in my neighborhood. No. Cheer on good behavior. Cheer on athletic prowess. Cheer on, you know, amazing skills. That's what you should be doing. Did I say that word right? Prowess. Prowess. Oh, I don't think I'm saying it right. Anyway, you know what I mean. Cheer on athletic ability. Coming up on the screen are going to be a whole bunch of other videos. If you haven't yet seen them, be curious. Click on them. There's some of Bella. There's some of different horrible people who abuse animals. And there's some of vegan animal rights defenders. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.